taking place this coming week. We're now taking a look at some of the players of the Beda Red Lions, and now on the screen we have their roster. Notable names there like Penny Estacio, Jomel Puno, Bismarck Lina, Agjonti Miller, Nigel Gonzalez, Yukian Andrada, and a deep bench led by a championship caliber head coach in Yuri Escueta, who led the Red Lions to the NCAA title in season 99 just 2 years ago. And today they will be taking on a Phil-Am team that is ready to make a name for themselves here in this Asiabasket tournament. We will have the lineup now here on the screen. Names such as John Serrano, Sean Pajimi, Nico Reyes, and of course Ashan Andrews, a former college basketball player in the Philippines, will be in action for this team. They will be led by head coach Atoy Panghilinan. Of course, the games will take place here at the Playtime FilOil Center. Again, our upcoming matchup, the Beda Red Lions versus Lakas, California Phil-Am Republic, in what promises to be a competitive and exciting matchup. All right,
Proceed now to your respective benches for the introduction of the starting fives. Let us now meet the starters for both squads. First, for the Beda Red Lions. At guard number 0, Penny Estacio. At forward number 1, Jomel Puno. The other guard number 9, Brian Sahonia. The other forward number 21, Yukian Andrada. And third, number 33, Joe Celso. Their head coach is Yuri Escueta. And now let us meet the starters of Lakas, California. At guard number 1, Sigo Panginan. The other guard number 4, Brandon Timalanta. And center number 5, Obina Anyanwu. And forward number 22, Jacob Planes. And the other forward number 23, Luca Espinoso. Their head coach is Atoy Panginan. The referees for this matchup, Crew Chief Jesus Juarez, umpire 1, Dave Maligaya, and umpire 2, Chester Guy. This game is under the supervision of our technical head, Liberado Valenzuela.
Good afternoon, Asiabasket fans mula sa Playtime FilOil Center in San Juan City. I am Naveen Ganglani at samahan niyo ako sa ating third game kasama ang ating courtside reporter na si Flo Del Agua. This is Asiabasket 2025 International Invitational. You can watch it live via live stream through the Asiabasket YouTube and Facebook accounts. Okay, so just giving you guys some information about this tournament as we are about to see tip-off between these two teams. This is a start of a new week-long pocket tournament taking place here sa San Juan. The second game result, the College St. Benilde Blazers coming up with the victory. This tournament is composed of 8 teams representing 4 different countries, including, of course, the Philippines, as we see Yukian Andrada hit the first basket of this game. In this tournament, we have invited teams mula sa United States, Canada, and Taiwan. The teams from the Philippines are composed of 2 collegiate teams from the UAAP and 3 from the NCAA. Of course, we are watching one of them in action right now, the Beda Red Lions, who are currently up 2-0 to start this contest. On the court right now for the Red Lions, Penny Estacio, Celso, Andrada, Sahonia, and Jomel Puno. For Lakas, California, we have Lucas Pinoso. We have number 1, Stevo Panghilinan. We have number 22, Jacob Prades. We have number 4, Brandon Dimalanta. And we have their big man, number 5, that is Obena Anyanwu. So early on, San Beda with back-to-back baskets courtesy of Yuken Andrada. They are up 4-0, and we can see their aggressive defensive strategy right now, forcing a turnover, and they will get ball possession. Just to recap real quickly, Group A of this tournament, the Letran Knights, the San Beda Red Lions, Lakas, California, 2 teams we're seeing in action right now. And later on, we will see the UST Growling Tigers. Sa Group B naman, Adamson Soaring Falcons, led by Coach Nash Rosella, the Benilde Blazers, United Prep Canada, and the Formosa Tiger Kings. Jomel Puno from downtown, he does not get the bounce. And this ball is going to Lakas, California. The drive and the bucket is good to go. That's number 4, Brandon Dimalanta. A good attack to the rim to get points on the board for the visiting squad. We see them in a zone defense now and scoring from the middle. Yuken Andrada once again starting this game 3 of 3 from the field. And Andrada, now a veteran in college basketball in the Philippines, expected to have a big season coming up for San Beda before he turns pro. San Beda, of course, led by head coach Yuri Escueta, the longtime assistant coach under Norman Black and Todd Baldwin, who is now with the Red Lions. Their opponents, meanwhile, their head coach is Atoy Panghilinan.
Shot clock violation.
So while we have a break in action, key holdovers for the San Beda team, Yuken Andrada, Jomel Puno, Brian Sajonia, Penny Estacio, Bismarck Lina, and Nigel Gonzalez. Their key losses, James Payusing and Eman Tagle. Of course, one big-time player to watch out then para sa San Beda Red Lions is Agjonti Miller. We shall see if Miller will see action today. He is not in the starting lineup. Sajonia loses the ball, Lakas, California, with the handle. It looks like Miller might not be seeing action today for the Red Lion fans, which will give the other players opportunities to step up. Good move that time by the big man of Lakas, California. That is number 5, Obena Anyanwu. Back to the zone defense is Lakas, California. You see Yuken Andrade going to the middle. Instead, Estacio pulls up from 3-point range. No good. Estacio, of course, sporting the Kevin Kembao player exclusive from Adidas. The last time Lakas, California was in action was in the Asiabasket International Championship last 2024. They are composed of several Phil-Am players, and they are a team that hails from San Diego, California. Here they go again. Chance to tie this game. San Beda currently up by 2. The 3 ball is no good. Celso will not track down that rebound, but San Beda will maintain possession. So we mentioned that former college basketball player Ashen Andrews is supposed to be part of this Lakas, California roster. However, right now it doesn't seem like Ashen is on the bench with his team, so we shall see if he makes his way into this game. San Beda ahead 6-4. Lakas, California still in that zone defense. Andrada will get the roll, and that is a hot start for Yuken Andrada. One of the most talented shooters in college basketball. He's got 8 points on 4 of 4 shooting. The Red Lions are ahead by 2 possessions. Near turnover that time, but Lakas, California maintains possession. Number 22 with the basketball, Jacob Prades. Top of the key, uses the screen, does not take the pull-up. Lakas, California looking for someone to attack. Their big man will take the jump shot. No good, and that will be San Beda possession. We'll now be seeing some new guys into this contest for both teams. For San Beda, Bismarck Lina is checking into the game. Also, number 13 for San Beda, that's RC Kalimag in the contest. Penny Estacio maneuvering the offense. He has the ball, top of the key. Bonzalida, formerly of Adamson and now with San Beda in the NCAA, takes the 3-point shot. No good. Andrade cannot keep the possession alive. Actually, he does. Good effort there by the veteran, keeping the ball in San Beda's possession.
Nigel Gonzalez coming in for the Red Lions. Shot clock at 14 seconds.
The games are live here at the Playtime FilOil Center as looks like Andrada once again. That time that's a three-point shot. Andrada off to a fiery start. He has all of San Beda's 11 points in the game built on outside shots. And like we mentioned, Andrada, one of the veterans of college basketball, as Lakas California cannot answer back. Bonzalida keeps that ball alive. Here come the Red Lions. Andrada pushing the pace, looking for a teammate. Finds his guy, and that is going to be a turnover on the Red Lions. However, early on, Andrada, you can see the talent, you can see the potential, and you can see why he would make a good pro one day after his Red Lion career playing days are over. Pas California with the basket. That's number 31, Jeremiah Malinas, getting the bounce and getting the outside shot to go in for his team, cutting the San Beda lead to 4. Lakas California still in that zone defense. Bonzalida for 3, no good. So far, this Lakas California defense has forced San Beda to take more outside shots and getting into the paint. When it's not Andrada with the ball, it's working. However, Yuken has been on fire for San Beda. And Bonzalida with a rebound there, pushing the pace. Here comes Gonzalez to Andrada. He has already made one shot from the corner. Make it another shot! Yuken Andrada with San Beda's first 14 points in this contest. The score is 14-7. We're going to correct that on the screen shortly, as we see a foul in action. Checking in shortly for Lakas California is Sean Fahimi. Pahima rather.
Zed Etule coming in for the Red Lions. 17 seconds on the shot clock.
Of course, in this game, we are also joined by our courtside reporter, Flo Del Agua. You will hear from her shortly as Lakas California tries to cut into this lead. That is a three-pointer, but no good for Miguel Llanes. And here come the Red Lions again. Number 15, Zed Etule with the basketball, pushing the pace. However, it is a turnover and numbers advantage here for Lakas California. Can they take advantage? No. They will reset the action. And that is a foul that is going to be on Etule. That is the third team foul already on the San Beda Red Lions. Lakas California currently with 0 team fouls.
3 on the Red Lions. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
So early on, we're seeing a high-paced action, not a lot of stoppages, a lot of shooting attempts from the perimeter from both teams. We'll see if one of these squads can start taking advantage in the paint. We shall find out. And also, we have another matchup later on, the Letran Knights taking on the UST Growling Tigers in an NCAA versus UAAP matchup that should be quite exciting. However, right now, San Beda trying to build into this lead. Bismarck Lina unable to finish in the paint. Nevertheless, will go to the free throw line. Bismarck Lina, of course, a former recruit for the UP Fighting Maroons. He has already played for the San Beda Red Lions in the NCAA since he's transferred. He has been hounded by some injuries over the last few years. Nevertheless, it's good to see him healthy and playing good, and he will be a key contributor for the Red Lions this season.
Nico Reyes coming in for Lakas California. 2 free throws for Bismarck Lina.
Bismarck Lina, his first free throw attempt, wearing number 7 for the San Beda Red Lions. It is good, and that is the first player for San Beda not named Yuken Andrada to put points up on the board. If you're just joining us now, Yuken Andrada scored his team's first 14 markers in this contest. Lina's second free throw. He does not get the bounce, but a good effort play there from Zed Etule to crash the board and score the second chance scoring opportunity. San Beda nearly forcing the turnover. They are now up by 10, 17-7. And with that, we will have our first break of action. But before we get there, we will first turn over the microphone to Flo Del Agua for a short report and update.
Since it was mentioned earlier, head coach Yuri Escueta of the San Beda Red Lions confirms that their recruits from the U.S., John T. Miller and Jimmy Reyes, won't be present for today's match due to injuries and personal affairs. However, Coach Yuri doesn't worry of these absences as they're one of the few Filipino teams who have that international experience. Just recently, they flew to Spain to compete with international players, and they told me earlier that they plan to display those lessons learned from that stint in their performance here in the Asiabasket. But as we finish this time out, let me hear your thoughts now.
Thank you, Flo, for that report. It's good to know what's happening with Jimmy Reyes and John T. Miller. Of course, Reyes and Miller are two of the key recruits for San Beda coming into the season. Reyes has dealt with an injury for most of the offseason. And for Miller, we've seen, particularly dito sa Asiabasket tournament natin, what he's capable of the last time that we saw Asiabasket action. So we shall see if he can make it back in time for the rest of this tourney. Back to the action here. San Beda already up by 10. The corner three-pointer is no good for Lakas, California. That was a missed shot by Sean Pahima, who knocked down a three-pointer earlier. San Beda with the possession, handling the basketball. Kalimag to Lina. Still in the zone defense is Lakas, California. Kalimag from the corner, and he knew that was going in. As he released it, San Beda now leads by 13. Or rather, that was only a 2-point shot. My mistake, so it's a 12-point lead for San Beda. Lakas, California looking to break the dry spell, and that happens courtesy of Jeremiah Malinis.
Jeremiah Malinis, 3.
San Beda retains possession here. Lina in the middle takes the shot. He will go to the free throw line once again. He went 1 of 2 earlier.
I can tell that number 5, Orbina Aniano, is first.
Again, if you're just joining us in our last game, the College of St. Benilde Blazers went 1-0 in this tournament by winning their first game. And following this contest between San Beda and California is Letran versus UST. Again, 8 teams participating in the Asiabasket International Invitational that will take place until Friday, July 25. In Group A, the Letran Knights, San Beda Red Lions, Lakas, California, and the UST Growling Tigers. Group B will have the Adamson Soaring Falcons, Benilde Blazers, United Prep Canada, and the Formosa Tiger Kings. This is the 4th installment of the International Tournament of Asiabasket since its inception in 2022. The first 2 in 2022 and in 2023 were held in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia.
2 minutes.
San Beda retains possession despite the missed free throws. Lina once again in the low block, going to work. Puts it up and puts it in. And if you are a San Beda fan, that must be one of the kind of moves you want to see from Bismarck Lina, looking explosive and healthy after being hounded by injuries. Short pull-up jumper is no good for Lakas, California. That was a missed shot by Miguel Llanes. The Red Lions with a chance to extend their lead. The ball to the corner. Kalimag takes the step back. No good. And now here comes Lakas, California, pushing the action but retreating. Ball is now in the hands of number 21, Zach Valenzuela, who loses the handle momentarily, and that looks to be a turnover. San Beda will get an easy 2 points courtesy of Etule. And right now, this lead is up to 13 for the Red Lions, who have been on fire to start this first period. If you're just joining us, Yuken Andrada was on fire to start this game, scoring his team's first 14 markers. Another missed shot for Lakas, California. Bonzalida, the former high school star for Adamson, pushing the pace. Kalimag retreating, goes to Lina in the post. Lina just scored a bucket earlier, goes back, and will go back to the free throw line for his 5th and 6th attempts of this game. This play is brought to you by Shipping Cart, a solid fast break finish by Etule of the Red Lions, putting his team up by 13.
2 free throws for Bismarck Lina.
Bismarck Lina 1 of 4 from the foul stripe so far, but looking aggressive, trying to score and using his size advantage against Lakas, California. First free throw is no go for the former Fighting Maroon turned Red Lion. Bismarck Lina now 1 out of 4 from the charity stripe, and you can see his teammates trying to egg him on, build up his confidence. Let's see if it works. Second free throw, Still no good, but another offensive rebound for the Red Lions. And if you're the head coach of Lakas, California, Atoy Panghilinan, you cannot be thrilled with the lack of effort so far from your team. Corner three-point shot is money. That is putting the Red Lions ahead by 16 as we get closer to the end of what's been an impressive first period for San Beda. Oh, the bank is open on a Sunday for Jeremiah Malinis, ending a dry spell for Lakas, California. However, another three-point shot, Kalimag, no good. And Bismarck Lina, oh, good effort play. However, it ends up with Lakas, California. And that marks the end of the first quarter. San Beda doubling Lakas, California on the scoreboard, 26-13.
Score 13 for Lakas, California, and 26 for the San Beda Red Lions.
So once again, you can see the score, 26-13. The Red Lions are ahead of Lakas, California. We are bringing you this game live from the Playtime FilOil Center in San Juan. If you're just joining us, again, we have 8 teams competing in the Asiabasket 2025 International Invitational Tournament. San Beda and Lakas, California, part of Group A, along with Letran and UST. 2 teams we are going to see in action later in this contest. And then in Group B naman, Adamson, Benilde, United Prep Canada, and Formosa Tiger Kings.
Second quarter.
We have sponsors. Ito yun. 2 per game. So may 1 na tayo kanina.
We are now back in the action. First basket of the second quarter is from Espinosa of Lakas, California, cutting the San Beda lead to 11, 26-15. The Red Lions on fire to start this contest thanks to Yuken Andrada, who scored his team's first 14 points. Lakas, California still in a zone defensive game plan, forcing the Red Lions to take a lot of outside shots. It has not exactly worked to their favor, but let's see if they can turn the momentum of this game. Again, we are bringing you this contest live from the Playtime FilOil Center in San Juan City. The Asiabasket 2025 International Invitational, the 4th version of this tournament, courtesy of Asiabasket. And that is going to be a foul on the Red Lions as Lakas, California will maintain possession of the basketball. It looks like that's going to be 2 free throws for the big man Obena Anyanwu, who scored earlier in the first quarter in a nice looking drive. For San Beda, Maynard Sangkuya entering the game. He is joined by Kuldora Sahonia, number 18, that is Veloces, and number 27, yes, that is Songkuya, and number 15, Etule, who scored on a fast break play to end the first period. Etule with the rebound, pushing the pace, got good handles for his size. The kick out to Sahonia in the corner. Who will drive? Who will sidestep? Who will kick it out? Good ball movement by the Red Lions. The drive by number 2, Kuldora, that will turn out to be a foul. So San Beda, who led by 13 to start the second period, trying to maintain this double-digit advantage over their visiting opponent from San Diego, California. Kuldora, the lefty, his first free throw is good. First basket, or rather first point of the game for Kuldora of the Red Lions. One of the young standouts of the team looking to make a name for himself. Second charity is no good. So San Beda could have actually extended this lead further, but they've missed quite a few free throws. Bismarck Lina, 1 of 6 from the charity stripe so far, and that time Kuldora going 1 of 2. Lakas, California still trying to find a rhythm on offense not exactly having a great offensive output so far. Let's see if they can turn things around. The corner three-pointer, no, it's going to be a drive, but good defense by the Red Lions to cut that off. Etule, another rebound. He has been active today. And he's going to push the pace here. He's going to drive. He's going to kick it out. Coldora from the corner will drive. Good move, and he will go back to the free throw line. So San Beda ahead by 11. Looking to extend this lead. Looking to find some momentum at the charity stripe. They've missed quite a few free throws so far. Let's see if they can break the ties. But nevertheless, they have quite the lead, and we see Yuken Andrada about to check back into this contest. As we've mentioned, Andrada scored his team's first 14 points earlier to start this game. First free throw is no good for Coldora. Now 1 of 3. Let's see if he makes this one. He gets it to go. That's now 2 of 4 shooting from the foul stripe. And San Beda's lead is at 12. With the possession right now is Dimalanta of Lakas, California, who gets a drive to the rim, takes the floater, tries to go bank, no good. Soaring with the possession. Oh, but good defensive play there by Lakas, California to get the possession once again. They go inside to their big man. Puts it up. He is fouled. That is Anyanwu, who will go back to the charity stripe. He has been aggressive so far. Let's see if he can get some momentum going.
Foul number 21, Yuki Nagrada, his first 2 on the Red Lions.
That's now 2 team fouls each on
Two
the
free throws
Red
for
Lions
Beda
and
and
Lakas, California. Anyanwu, his first charity is good. We are also joined by our courtside reporter, Flo Del Agua. She will provide a report momentarily and give more information about these teams. If you're just joining us, no Agjanti Miller, no Jimmy Reyes for the San Beda Red Lions. That's a 3-ball, and that is
MJ
Losses, putting the Red Lions ahead by 14. And that is the weakness in the zone defense, which Lakas, California has been utilizing since the start of this game. San Beda, meanwhile, in man-to-man defense, doing a good job limiting the scoring opportunities for the visitors from San Diego. Anyanwu with the reverse, no good. Rebound to Sajonia. And San Beda once again with a chance to extend this lead further. Good pass by Sajonia, just a little too much sauce in it. And it's going to go back to Lakas, California. A happy Sunday to everyone tuning in and watching this game. Thanks for joining us. Again, we will have our main event later. That's Letran versus UST. Lakas, California with the possession here, down by 14. San Beda with some pressure defense in the backcourt. Only 15 seconds left in the shot clock for the visitors from San Diego. Anyanwu again in the corner, looking for a teammate. Finds his guy, that is number 23, Lucas Espinosa. However, no basket. And here come the Red Lions once again. Sajonia looking lean and trimmer compared to the last few seasons. Gets the ball to Vilosas, who kicks it out. Corner, drive, the basket, no good, but a foul that will send Coldora to the free throw line once again for his 5th and 6th charity attempt of the contest.
Number 23, Lucas Espinosa.
San Beda ahead, 31-17 in this contest.
2 free throws for Miles Coldora.
We will now be joined by Flo Del Agua, our courtside reporter, for a short report. Flo.
Thank you, Navs. Leading this Lakas, California team is head coach Atoy Pangilinan. And as mentioned, this is a Phil-Am Republic. Coach Atoy told me that their ultimate goal here is for the players to shoot their shots literally and figuratively so that they could be discovered by Filipino collegiate and pro teams. It's been a big sacrifice for these guys, as most of them paid for their own flights coming from the US just to be able to play here in the Asiabasket. All for now, Navs.
Thank you so much, Flo, for that informative report. And That's quite the sacrifice and commitment from these players, paying for their own way here for the chance to play basketball in the Philippines. A hotbed for basketball, our Philippines always has been and always will be. And this is a good tournament for coaches and teams to scout potential talent. We shall see if their play can lead to those opportunities. Lakas, California with the handle. Again, still looking to find some momentum on offense. Oh, what a shot! Steve Pangilinan with the step back, a much-needed basket for Lakas, California. San Beda's lead, however, still at 13. And now the defensive pressure from Lakas, California. Sahonia with the handle. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Kicks it out. Andrada back outside to Sahonia, has to put it up with one hand, and it does not hit the rim. Lakas, California with the possession. Good defensive sequence. Let's see if that builds some momentum for them. San Beda has been in control from start to finish off this game so far. And some good defense there. Playing man-to-man coverage. Pangilinan from downtown, it goes in! That's back-to-back Steve Pangilinan. And the lead is down to 10. Sahonia calling the play. Still in that zone defense is Lakas, California. Andrada in and out. A rare miss for him. That is going to be another team foul on Lakas, California. As San Beda will maintain possession. Foul has been called on Jeremiah Melendez. That's the fourth foul for Lakas, California. As we take a look at this long-range bomb from Pangilinan, cutting the lead to 10. San Beda with possession. Inside, Andrada. Oh! Might have been the easiest shot he got all game and missed it. A little bit of momentum here for Lakas, California. Let's see if they can continue to build on it. Pangilinan has their last 5 points. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. That is a step-back shot that will not go in for Spinoso. And here come the Red Lions. Estacio pushing the pace. Getting it outside the Puno. Puno, another veteran now of these Red Lions. Looking to be a leader for this team as they contend once again in their respective mother league. Estacio missing the pull-up 3-point shot. Here comes Lakas, California. Now getting some stops on defense. Let's see if the offense can keep up. That is a 3-ball from the corner, but no good for Malinis. And San Beda will have possession of the basketball as Anyunu will check back in for Lakas, California. Checking in for Espinoso. Estacio with the handle. He is joined by Puno on the court along with Coldora, who has been to the free throw line now a few times in this contest. Sahonia also in the game, and Yuken Andrada for the Red Lions. Estacio's pass that time was intercepted, and here comes Lakas, California. Pangilinan, let's see if he can keep the momentum going. Will he ask for the ball? No, it ends up with his teammate. Looking into the big man, what a pass and a foul. Will that basket count? It looks like it will.
Basket counts for Beda Anyanu.
Anyanu again with the basket. He has built some momentum here for Lakas, California. And the lead is down to single digits. And that is our blitz assist of this quarter. Great dish, great finish. Let's see if it can build some momentum for Lakas, California.
To begin for Steve Pangilinan.
My live stats. All right, so the missed free throw by Anyunu as San Beda here looking to end a bit of a dry spell on offense. Good pass by Andrada. Puno carving space but missing the shot inside. Getting the ball back. Gets it out. Andrada looking for a teammate. Estacio kicks it out. The drive by Coldora, who again will go back to the free throw line. He has been aggressive going to the rim and trying to finish against opposition.
Number 0, John Serrano, his first. Luca Espinoso.
Wala daw, sa baba.
To begin for John Serrano. 2 free throws for Miles.
Miles Caldora back to the free throw line here so far in this game. He is 2 out of 4. The first free throw is good. Now 3 out of 5 as San Beda extends the lead to 9. Second free throw, no good. He's now 3 of 6. But once again, San Beda, an offensive board off a missed free throw. And if you were the head coach of Lakas, California, you cannot be too thrilled with that. Talking about Atoy Panghilinan.
5 seconds
And
on the
if you're
shot
just
clock.
tuning into this game and you missed Flo de la
5
Cruz's
seconds.
report earlier, a lot of these guys from Lakas, California paid for their
Gonzalez
own way to come here to
Gonzalez.
the Philippines with the desire of
Timeout, San Beda,
gaining
Red
some
Lions.
attention from college and pro teams and continuing their basketball careers here in the Philippines. As we now have a timeout, the Red Lions ahead by 9. They will maintain possession of this game. You're watching the Asiabasket 2025 International Invitational. We are now back in this game. The San Beda Red Lions ahead 33-24 here in the second quarter, late into the second period, with 3:16 left in the first half. Yuken Andrada leads all scorers with 14 points. Actually scored the first 14 points of the game
5
for San
seconds on the
Beda.
shot clock.
5 seconds on the shot
seconds.
clock here for San Beda to maneuver an offensive possession. Let's see what Coach Yuri Escueta drew up in the timeout. Looks like they're trying to get the ball to Sajonia. However, good pressure by Lakas, California, preventing it. Sajonia with the ball on the top of the key. Turns around, takes the three, and is fouled. Shooting a long-range attempt. And you can just see the frustration right now in the Lakas, California bench. What a bailout play.
Pushing down, number 2, Miguel Llanes.
And that is
First.
also tough for Lakas, California because they had
3
gotten
free
a few
throws
defensive
for
stops,
Ryan Sajonia.
cutting this lead down to single digits. Now Sajonia with a chance to extend it. However, San Beda not exactly accurate from the free throw line today. First free throw for Brian Sajonia, the former FEU Tamrao turned Red Lion, is good. And as I mentioned earlier, Sajonia looking leaner and trim compared to the last few seasons, looking to add some more speed to his game. And he's going to be a key contributor to the San Beda lineup. If they are to get far, he makes the second free throw as well. The lead is back up to 11 with 3:10 to go here in the first half. We are bringing you this game live from the Playtime FilOil Center in San Juan City. This tournament will last until Friday, so come watch the games live and see some good basketball action. Sajonia goes 3 of 3. The lead is 12 for the Red Lions. Their pressure here in the backcourt. Will it force a turnover? Almost, and it looks like it does just that. Good defensive pressure by Estacio there, forcing the turnover, and now San Beda with a chance to extend this lead further.
RC Kalimag. Coming in for Ryan Sajonia.
RC Kalimag has checked back into this game now Kalimag has checked into this game. Nigel Gonzalez with the basketball. Andrada screening, but he could not get the ball to Kalimag. The kick out, Estacio to Andrada in the corner. Andrada, the pass inside to Puno. However, the ball is taken away by Lakas, California. Here they are pushing the pace, the drive, and the finish. The lefty finish
As it helps.
plus the foul. Good possession that time by
Pushing
Nico
down, number 0,
Reyes.
Estacio, his first 4 on your Red Lions.
And And that's something that Lakas California might need to do more of. They've had a few chances to push the ball off misses and turnovers by the Red Lions. So far, San Beda has done a good job getting back out in transition. But if Lakas California can get those easy baskets, they may cut into this lead and make it competitive. Missed free throw that time, but this time it's Lakas California getting the ball off the missed free throw. 3-point shot, top of the key, is no good by Miguel Lianes. San Beda will have control of the basketball. They are ahead by 10 with 2 minutes and a half left to go here in the first half. Substitutions now. Coming in for Lakas California, Brandon Dimalanta and Jacob Prades. San Beda on the court, Nigel Gonzalez, Etule, Penny Estacio, Kalimag, and Andrada, who has not scored since his early outburst in this contest. Kalimag inside to Etule, to Andrada, underneath. Andrada puts it up and no good. Now missed these last 3 shot attempts from the field. Lakas California looking to cut this lead back down to single digits once again. The 3 ball is good. And that is Nico Reyes. He's starting to build some momentum. 5 straight points, cutting this lead to 7. San Beda starting to struggle here on offense here in the second period after a hot first period and a moving screen violation. We'll get the ball back to Lakas California.
Number 21, Yukian Andrada, his third personal.
As we see the replay here of the 3 ball from Nico Reyes.
Coming in for the Red Lions.
Sajonia and Lina checking back into this game. It looks like Coach Yuri Escueta might want to see Lina try to get some buckets in the post once again because the offense currently struggling here for his Red Lions. Lakas California down by 7 only. That's the closest they've been since the early goings of the first period. Let's see if they can continue this momentum. With the basketball right now, Nico Reyes, the drive, and he will go back to the free throw line. He has scored the last 5 points for Lakas California, and he is going to look to continue that momentum and trim into this lead further. That foul is on Kalimag. Both teams now in penalty situation. Nico Reyes at the foul stripe. And it looks like they're reviewing whether or not to count the original basket, which would make it... Yes! That is exactly what is the case. So now Nico Reyes will get a chance to complete an N1 play. The lead of San Beda is down to 5. Nico Reyes has scored the last 7 points for Lakas California from San Diego, California. The free throw is no good, but the rebound to Lakas California, however, that is going to be a loose ball foul. And if I am not mistaken, that is going to lead to free throws for the Red Lions. Yes, Lakas California in the penalty. And that is a tough break for Lakas California. Not exactly the play you want to see if you are Coach Atoy Panghilinan. Momentum going, 7 straight points, but a loose ball foul, giving San Beda chances to make their charities. However, we have seen San Beda struggle with the free throw line so far in this game. Let's see if Zed Etule can end that dry spell. Etule, of course, one of the big men of this Red Lions roster. They will be looking for some plays in order to compete against their opposition from their mother league. The first free throw is good. 37-31 with a minute and a half left here in the first period. Etule, we've seen steady improvement from here year after year since he's put on a Red Lions jersey. And perhaps we shall see his best yet this coming NCAA season. He makes both free throws that time. San Beda's lead back up to 7. They needed those 2 free throws as Lakas California was starting to trim into this lead. And once again, pressure in the backcourt. Nearly an 8-second violation and nearly a turnover forced by Nigel Gonzalez. Nico Reyes, he has scored the last 7 for Lakas California. He kicks it out to his teammate from 3, no good by Dimalanta. And once again, a loose ball foul by Lakas California that will send San Beda to the free throw line. So, Lakas California had cut the lead to 5, 36-31 after 7 unanswered points. But 2 straight loose ball fouls earlier. Free throws by Etule. Let's see what Kalimag does here.
Stevo Pangilinan coming in for Brandon Dimalanta.
Stevo Pangilinan checking back into this game for Lakas, California. Checking in for Di Malanta. Pangilinan has scored 5 points here in this period on 2 jump shots earlier. First free throw is in and out for RC Kalimag. San Beda's lead is 7, 38-31. A minute and 8 seconds left here in the first half. We are also joined by Flo Del Agua, our courtside reporter for this game. And coming up later, the Letran Knights take on the UST Growling Tigers in our main event. Numbers advantage for Lakas, California. Can they take advantage? The 3-ball is no good. San Beda with the possession. Etule to Sajonia to Gonzalez, pushing the pace to the corner, the drive, kick out. Etule to Sajonia, open for 3. It's no good, but the offensive rebound by Etule, looking for a teammate, kicks it back outside. Gonzalez with the handle, 8 seconds left on the shot clock. The screen by Lina. Gonzalez to Lina with the possession. The short jumper is an air ball. And Lakas, California with possession. Panghilinan with the basketball. Will they go for a quick 2-for-1? Does not look like it. So this will probably be the last attempt of the first half for Lakas, California. Only down by 8 after trailing by as much as 14 earlier. The fake, the dribble, the pull-up is good for Jacob Prades.
Jacob Perez.
Last possession here of the first half. Sajonia, 4 seconds to work with. He drives, he takes the step back, and he is fouled by Prades. And right now, just looking at the bench of Lakas, California, you can see the frustration in the coaches. That's the second time Sajonia has been fouled on a jump shot. And those are the little things that will just frustrate you as a head coach, especially with the clock winding down here in the first half. Sajonia now 3 of 4 from the free throw line. San Beda up by 6, 39-33 in their first game of the Asiabasket 2025 International Invitational. Second charity for Brian Sajonia is good. He's now 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. San Beda up by 7, and that will mark the end of our first half of action.
At the end of the half, it's 40-33 for the San Beda Red Lions.
So San Beda ahead by double digits for most of the first half, but Lakas, California with the late rally to get this lead down to 7. We should be expecting a competitive second half, and that will mark the end of our first half. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We shall be right back.
This is still the Asiabasket 2025 International Invitational, and at the half here beside me is our leading scorer from the San Beda Red Lions, Yukien Andrada. Yuki, 12.6 rebounds, half pa lang yan, but do you want to see more of that coming into the second half?
Of course, syempre, gusto namin maging aggressive throughout the whole game. So, ayun nga, sinasabi lang na sa amin nila coach during the huddles or sa mga timeouts namin, we have to be aggressive all throughout the game. So, ayun na yung ginagawa ko in my mindset. I have to be aggressive, put more effort sa defense namin, and then sa offense, darating na yan, kusa.
Yukien, you're now enjoying a 7-point lead, but during the latter part of second quarter, medyo dumikit. Ano yung mga mistakes ng San Beda na ayaw mo na sanang maulit sa second half?
Siguro yung mga gambles namin sa mga defense namin, and also sa mga turnovers namin. We have to limit our turnovers. We have 9 turnovers, I think, in our second quarter alone lang. So we have to lessen our turnovers and be better on our defense.
Thank you, Yuki, and good luck to you guys later. Your thoughts at the half, Navs?
Thank you so much, Flo, and Yukien Andrada. Of course, Yukien scored the first 14 points of the game for the San Beda Red Lions. As we now look at the halftime stats, San Beda up by 7, 40-33. They shot 41% from the field. The Lakas California team, 38%. 3-point shooting, 25% for San Beda, 31 for Lakas California. Free throws, big advantage for the Red Lions. However, they have not been able to convert, just 12 out of 23 compared to their opponents from San Diego na 7 free throw attempts lang and has only made 2 turnovers. Like you can just said, not exactly a great job by San Beda taking care of the basketball. However, we see that they have a big rebounding advantage, 34-14. And out of those 34 rebounds by San Beda, 11 came from the offensive end. Other statistics to look at, 12 points from turnovers for Lakas California. San Beda with 10 points in the paint, 12 for Lakas California. Second chance points, 16-1 advantage for the San Beda Red Lions. We have a competitive game here sa Asiabasket. Only a 7-point lead for the NCAA squad against their visitors from California. 40-33. And now we can see that joining Lakas California on the bench is Ashan Andrews, former UAAP player for the UP Fighting Maroons. Let's see if he will be in competition, if he will get lined up for the remainder of this game. Of course, Lakas California led by head coach Atoy Panghilinan, and in San Beda's side, Coach Yuri Escueta calling the shots, joining him in his assistant staff, Coach Boyet Fernandez, former multiple-time champion, and Andre Santos. San Beda starts with possession here in the third period. Lakas California still in that zone defense. Andrada outside to Estacio. Estacio back to Sajonia. Andrada with the screen. Sajonia kicks it out. Puno will drive, will take the pull-up, and will miss. Prades with the rebound for Lakas California. Let's see if they can continue building on that momentum that they had to end the second period, because they had cut the San Beda lead all the way down to 5 after trailing by double digits. The biggest lead of the game for San Beda was 16 at 26-10. Lakas California has made this a competition once again. Shot clock winding down. Step back three-pointer is no go. That was a missed shot by Dimalanta from Lakas California. Penny Estacio pushing the pace. Estacio outside. Sajonia will take the open shot and will make it. Brian Sajonia, one of the veterans for this Red Lions team. Now, with his first field goal of the game, he has 7 points. Previously, all these points had come from the free throw line. The pull-up shot is no good. Sajonia with the handle, and he is fouled. Just the first team foul of the third period for Lakas California.
Brandon Dimalanda, his first one on Lakas California.
Earlier, the missed shot by Dimalanta now puts him at 1 of 5 from the field in this contest. Again, if you're just joining us, San Beda shot 41% from the field in the first half. Lakas California only at 38%. Puno looking for a teammate. Sajonia with the ball, top of the key, kicks out. Puno from downtown, it's good. Same spot that Sajonia just hit a three-pointer, and just like that, the San Beda lead is back up to 13. Turnover that time by Lakas California. Loose ball for Anyanwu. And here come the Red Lions. Puno easily with the layup. San Beda starts this third period on an 8-0 spurt. And we will have a timeout as Lakas California looks to regroup following a hard start for the Red Lions, who have extended their lead back up to 15 points.
This is still the Asiabasket 2025 International Invitational, and right now, San Beda fans have been noticing Brian Sahonia's body looking more in tuned and conditioned in this game, and that is without a doubt. Earlier, Sahonia told me that I'm just really glad to be back, as in the past month, he has been sitting out for the San Beda Red Lions after acquiring a strain on his right shoulder, but today he is eager to bounce back, as he is also expected to be the main shooting guard in the absence of Janty Miller. What say you on Brian Sahonia, Navs?
Good report, Flo. Thank you for that information. And you're right, it's quite noticeable how much leaner and trimmer Sahonia looked compared to the last few seasons. And yes, he had been out of action for a few weeks because of injury. So it's good to see him healthy, because we know how important he will be to the San Beda offense. Meanwhile, back to this contest, San Beda has extended the lead back up to 15, starting this third period with an 8-0 spurt. Sahonia and Puno have been responsible for those 8 markers so far for the Red Lions. And if you're Lakas, California, quite disappointing, as we just saw the shipping cart fast break off the period. Puno with the finish from the Sahonia pass. San Beda's defense really piling up on the intensity here, as they just forced a 24-second shot clock violation. 15-point lead for the Red Lions. If you're just joining us, we are here in the third quarter of this first game. Earlier, the CSB Blazers starting their campaign at 1-0 with a win, and later on, the Letran Knights will take on the UST Growling Tigers. Turnover by San Beda, that is their 10th of the game. Lakas, California looking to end this dry spell to start the third period. They ended the second quarter strong. However, to start the third quarter, not exactly great basketball so far from their squad. And once again, they cough up the basketball. Sahonia pushing the pace. Sahonia kicking it out to Estacio, wide open from the corner. And we are going to have an unsportsmanlike foul called by one of the game's officials. We'll wait for some clarification here. Lakas, California still yet to put points up on the board here in the third period.
And sportsmanlike foul on number 33, Joe Celso.
And an unsportsmanlike foul has been called on Joe Celso. That is the first team foul of the quarter for San Beda. Obena Anyanwu at the foul stripe, missing the first charity. As a team, Lakas, California now 2 out of 8 only from the foul stripe. San Beda not that much better, 12 out of 23, but they are ahead by 15. So Lakas, California maintains ball possession. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Inside, and that's the first basket of the quarter. Lucas Pinoso off the dish by his teammate Dimalanta. Lead is 13 for the Red Lions. Lakas, California still in their zone defense. Estacio kicks it out. Puno hit 1 3-pointer earlier. Maneuvers with the ball. He'll drive. He'll get it to Andrada. Andrada, that is good. That is Andrada's first basket since his 14-point first quarter. Now up to 16 to lead all scorers for this game. Dimalanta struggling with Sahonia's pressure on the backcourt. He takes it all the way, and he will go to the charity stripe. Good take by the guard from San Diego, California. So San Beda ahead by 15 here, 50-35. Their largest lead of the game was 16 earlier, 26-10 in the first half. Dimalanta to the charity stripe. He struggled from the field so far, just 1 of 5 shooting today. However, let's see if he can get some free throws on the board. First one is no good. second charity. It's in. So it's a 14-point lead here for San Beda in the early goings of the third quarter. Estacio with the handle. Estacio looking for a teammate to Puno. Lakas California still in that zone defense. Estacio gets it to Sajonia. Sajonia will drive. Whoa, good dish to Celso, who completes the reverse layup. Joe Celso putting himself in the right position for Sajonia to find him for the easy 2 points. Lakas California with the handle here. Let's see if they can get some momentum. However, that is a traveling violation. Another turnover. As we take a look at the blitz assist of the quarter, Sajonia with the dish to Joe Celso for the easy reverse layup. Blitz nutrition. Puno looking for a teammate, gets it back to Sajonia. Celso once again in the same position, waiting for the pass. However, the ball goes to Andrada, who gets it inside. It's a turnover, the 11th of the game for the Red Lions. However, San Beda with their largest lead of the game, tying it once again at 16. Lakas California struggling so far, only 3 points in this period and 1 field goal shot nearly halfway through. If you guys are curious, the ticket prices to watch the games here at the Playtime FilOil Center, 200 pesos ringside, 100 pesos lower box, 50 pesos upper box. As Yuken Andrade hits another corner triple. And if you want to watch Yuken Andrade hit those shots live, definitely worth it to come here and watch the action. We will be having games until Friday. San Beda up 19, their largest lead of the game. Onyonu with the drive. And no good. That's Anyanu rather. Apologies for that. Sajonia pushing the pace. The pass to Estacio, who retrieves it. Andrada in the corner. Does not take another shot this time. San Beda starting the possession. Puno, however, denied at the rim. Estacio to Andrada. Andrada once again. It's money.
Yuken Andrada 3.
Yuken Andrada now up to 22 points in this game. San Beda is ahead 58-36. 3-point shot by Lakas California. No good. Estacio with the handle. Andrada, can he make it 3 straight? No good. Prades getting the rebound, gets it to his teammate Demalanta. Demalanta with the basketball. And as we're watching the action, we just want to share that this is the 4th installment of the international tournament of Asiabasket since 2022. The first 2 in 2022 and 2023 took place in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. This time now we have it here in Metro Manila. Puno, he takes a 3-pointer. And that's in and out. But the rebound to Celso, who gets the bucket plus the foul. Very aggressive. Very pinpoint execution, shall we say, for San Beda here in this third period. Remember, Lakas California is only down by 7 entering this second half. And just like that, it's a 24-point advantage, with Celso having the chance to extend that even further. A 20-3 advantage so far in this third period for San Beda. Richie Kalimag now checking into this game for the first time for the Red Lions. Richie, of course, the brother of RC Kalimag, who is also currently on the court with Nigel Gonzalez, Etule, Celso. Bismarck Lina also looking to check in, most likely for Celso in the next dead ball. Celso misses the free throw. Etule gets another offensive rebound for San Beda. That's been a sore spot for the Lakas California defense over today. Kalimag to Etule. Etule looking for a teammate. He finds his teammate Richie Kalimag, who misses the 3-point shot, but another offensive board. RC Kalimag for a 3, no good. And Joe Celso keeping that basketball alive. Kalimag, oh, but the pass is going to go to Lakas California now with numbers. The shot by Reyes, he will go back to the free throw stripe. A much needed aggressive play that time for Lakas California, given how much their offense had stalled in this third period. So far, they've only scored 3 points this quarter.
Steve-O Pangilinan coming in for Lakas, California.
Steve-O Pangilinan checking into this game. He has been quiet since the 5 straight points he scored here in the second quarter earlier on. First free throw is good for Nico Reyes. Again, if you're just joining us, up next, Letran versus UST for our main event of this game day. Lakas, California still in their zone defense. Lina kicks it out. Kalimag, and he is fouled. That is just going to be the third team foul of Lakas, California in this quarter.
Foul, number 2, Biggie Ganes, his second 3 on Lakas, California. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
If I'm not mistaken, it looks like San Beda is going to run a horns play, or maybe not. Ball screen action. Kick out. Kalimag. He missed one earlier. That time he does not miss. He makes it.
RC Kalimag, 3!
RC Kalimag now with 6 points in this game as San Beda extends the lead back up to 25. Nico Reyes with the handle. Lina with the contest. Good job that time by the big man of San Beda. And San Beda with a chance to extend this lead even further. This is their largest lead of the game so far. Richie Kalimag gets it back to Nigel Gonzalez. Gonzalez kicks it out. RC Kalimag, will he make it 2 straight? No, he does not. Lakas, California looking for any consistency in offense. Panghilina! Every time his team has needed the basket, he has been ready to provide. However, San Beda's lead is still at 22. Nigel Gonzalez looking for a teammate. He gets the ball back to Kalimag. Kalimag, 1 of 1, or rather 1 of 2 from downtown this quarter. Gonzalez misses the 3. Here comes Nico Reyes. He has been aggressive, attacking the rim for Lakas, California. He kicks it out. Nearly a turnover. No, the ball has been tracked down by his teammate Lianes. Lianes looking for a basket perhaps? No, kicks it out. The 3 ball is good. That is Sean Mahima from downtown, and the lead is down to 19. Kalimag with the drive. No foul call. Lakas, California with a chance to extend this run further. Nico Reyes, will he finish? A little too strong that time. Too much sauce in the pass, perhaps. Gonzalez gets it to Kalimag, who gets it to his brother, who misses from the corner. Panghilinan is fouled on the board. That is only going to be the 14th foul on the San Beda Red Lions.
Holding foul, number 15, Zed Itole.
Again, if you're just joining us, this tournament, the Asiabasket International Invitational, will run until Friday as we see this 3-point shot by Pahima, which cut the San Beda lead to 19. You can watch the games live at the Playtime FilOil Center in San Juan. Ticket prices 200 ringside, 100 lower box, 50 upper box. Trust me, it is very worth it. The drive, but the denial from behind by Kuldora. A foul that will send Etula to the free throw line once again. So San Beda really aggressive, trying to get into the paint here in the 3rd period.
Zayn Albuena coming in for Bismarck Lina.
Zayn Halbuena checking into this game for the first time, coming in for Bismarck Lina. So right now, from all the San Beda players, it looks like the only guy who hasn't checked into the game is Kyle Hamora. Etule makes the first charity. The lead is back up to 20. 39.7 seconds left here in the 3rd period, which has been dominant for the Red Lions. Second charity is good. It's now 24 points this quarter alone for San Beda. Lakas, California is only down by 7 entering the halftime break. But the 3rd period has been dominated by the Red Lions. Reyes, he has had a bit of momentum here on offense, but that time turning the ball over. And that is going to be a transition take foul on Lakas, California, who are already in the penalty.
And sportsmanlike foul, criteria 1 on number 2, Miguel Ganes.
So the exact terminology is it's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul on Lakas, California, which means Kuldora once again going to go to the free throw line.
Coming in for Lakas, California.
Jeremiah Baliz checking into the game for Lakas, California. Kuldora's first charity, the lefty, no good. Let's see how he does in the second free throw. Second charity is also no good for
Sun Beda Red
Coldora.
Lions retains ball possession. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Coldora now 4 out of 10 from the charity stripe in this game. He has been aggressive trying to get to the rim. Tule with the handle. Nearly a turnover, but the ball will stay in the Red Lions side. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 15 and a half seconds left in the third period. Let's see what Sun Beda runs here. Ball goes to Etule, to Gonzalez, a double team. Gets it to Coldora, who once again attacks the rim, but that time he does not hit the rim, and the ball goes out of bounds, no foul. Sun Beda, however, will retain possession.
3 seconds on the shot clock.
3 seconds on the shot clock for Sun Beda to convert here. Let's see what they do, who they go to. Kalimag asking for the ball in the corner. Coldora gets it back and finds a way to put the ball in the hole for his first field goal. Final shot of the quarter. Reyes does not get it off in time. And with that, we have 1 quarter left. At the end of 3 quarters, Sun Beda ahead 65-44, ahead by 21.
Red Lions!
We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere.
At the end of 3 quarters, it's 67-44 for the Sun Beda Red Lions.
We are in the final period of this game. Still here in the Asiabasket 2025 International Invitational. And right now, Ash Andrews is already present for the bench of Lakas, California, hoping to make an impact here and be the lifeline of the team despite missing the first half. Actually, Ash came from practice with the Mindoro Tamaros of the MPBL. He rode his motorcycle right after, just holding his jersey, suited up for the team right now. He's hoping to get some minutes in despite being late, but we will find out more of that later. Back to you, Naps.
Thank you, Flo, for that report. I really like that you also got the detail about him riding his motorcycle and coming here, braving the rains to be potentially in action for Lakas, California. And they could probably use some of his athleticism and talent right now. And if I'm not mistaken, Andrews is on the court, number 20 for Lakas, California. Let's see how he performs. Sun Beda, however, forcing another turnover to start this period. Kalimag blowing the lefty layup on the break. Andrews with the handle. He has been training with Mindoro and the MPBL. Let's see what that has led to. Good take, however, just could not get the finish to go. Nigel Gonzalez with the handle. The ball ends up with the hands of Coldora once again on the drive, but he blows the layup. Good take, however, by Coldora. Andrews with the handle. Will he attempt another shot? No, he gets it out. Panghilinan from downtown, no good. Andrews with the basketball, the dish, the fake, the denial by the Red Lions. That was Halbuena with the block. Gonzalez losing the handle, gets it to his teammate. Etule with the ball, and he is fouled on the attack. He will get to shoot 2 free throws. Etule, of course, already has been at the free throw line quite a few times in this basketball game. He is currently 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. checking into the game now for the San Beda Red Lions. Kyle Hamura entering the contest,
Coming in for the Red Lions.
as well as Vailoses, number 18. So all San Beda Red Lion players have already seen action in this game. Etule's first charity gets the soft roll. Etule now 5 of 5 from the charity stripe. The San Beda lead is at 24. We are bringing you this game live from the Playtime FilOil Center in San Juan. If you want to watch, ticket prices 200 pesos ringside, 100 pesos lower box, 50 pesos upper box. Good basketball action. Etule's second free throw is no good as his first miss from the charity stripe today. And here comes Andrews with the possession. Can he build some momentum here for Lakas, California? Panghilinan with the handle. Kicks it out. That's number 4, Di Malanta. He struggled from the field so far in this game. The big man with the jump shot doesn't hit the rim. That was Anyanwu. And here comes San Beda once again. Halbuena will drive. Gets it to Etule underneath. Good find, good finish, good teamwork by San Beda. And at 26, this is now their largest lead of the basketball game. Let's see if Lakas, California can get some points on the board. Anyanwu inside. Good dish, good patience. The lead, however, still at 24 for San Beda. If you missed Flo Del Agua's report earlier, Lakas, California is composed of players who, some of them actually paid for their own way to come and participate in this tournament with the desire and the goal of potentially being recruited by pro or college teams in the Philippines.
Taking foul, the number 4, Brandon Di Malanta is second. 2 on Lakas, California.
And right now we're seeing a replay of that find by Halbuena. And when you attack the middle of that zone defense, and Lakas, California has been using the zone defense for most of the game, you can find openings underneath the rim. It's worked a few times to San Beda's favor in this contest. Kalimag. The free throw is good. Goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. The lead is 25 for San Beda. Ashen Andrews with the basketball. Arrived to this game late because he had practice with Mindoro in the MPBL. Hasn't scored yet. Taken 2 shot attempts. The pull-up jump shot is no good for Lakas, California. San Beda with the handle. Kalimag looking for a teammate. Inside, Albuena. Finds Kalimag, open in the corner. And that's money.
Richie Kalimag, 3!
Now a 28-point lead in this game for the San Beda Red Lions. You can Andrade, their leading scorer of the contest with 22 markers. Andrews, he will drive. Andrews, the fake. Andrews denied once again. But on the second chance, he is able to put points on the board. Ashton Andrews used to play for the UP Fighting Maroons in the UAP, then transferred to UST, and then transferred to San Sebastian before deciding to go semi-pro in the MPBL. Andrews with the handle once again. Looking for a teammate, gets it inside. Anyanu puts it up, but however overcooks the layup, and San Beda retains possession. Open three-point shot is no good. That was Kyle Hamura missing his first attempt of the quarter.
Bernard Sarguya coming in for Zed Etule.
26-point lead for the San Beda Red Lions. A little over halfway to go here in the final quarter of this basketball game. Ashton Andrews with the basketball. Looking to maneuver. He drives, finds a wall, but still puts it up and somehow puts it in. Back-to-back baskets for Ashton Andrews. Kalimag hit one from the corner just moments ago. Make that 2 straight three-pointers for Richie Kalimag. Did not play in the first half, but has contributed some scoring output here in the third and fourth quarters. 27-point lead for the San Beda Red Lions. Panghilinan with the basketball. Gets it to Di Malanta. Di Malanta will pull up from the logo, but that is no-go. Kalimag pushing the pace. He drives. He will go to the charity stripe. So 27 points is the advantage for San Beda, and barring a miracle, it looks like they will start this Asiabasket International Invitational with a 1-0 standing, and they have a big game tomorrow, I believe, against the UST Growling Tigers. UST will be in action in our final game of today. They will take on the Letran Knights in a UAAP versus NCAA matchup. Again, this tournament will take place until Friday, July 25. That is when we will have our Battle of Third Place game in our finals contest. 8 teams participating in this tournament. Group A, Letran, San Beda, Lakas, California, and UST. Group B, Adamson, Benilde, United Prep Canada, and the Formosa Tiger Kings. The elimination round, 2 groups, single round robin. After the elims, we will proceed to the quarterfinals. 4 winning teams from the quarterfinals will advance to the semis. Loser in the semis will play for a battle of third game, and the finals is a do-or-die matchup. Knockout system for the quarters, semis, and the finals. Andrews drives, kicks it out to his teammate. Reyes, no good. Albuena looking for a teammate, and he was fouled. Already the 14th foul of the fourth period for Lakas, California. San Beda, 0 team fouls. So obviously not exactly the best start for Lakas, California in this tournament. We will see if they can bounce back tomorrow, or perhaps maybe even end this game on a strong note. Let's not forget, they were down by just 7 entering the halftime break until San Beda's strong start to the third period settled this game for good. 3 ball from the corner is money for MJ Viloses. The San Beda High School stud who has decided to remain with San Beda for his collegiate career. That's now the largest lead of the game for the Red Lions at 30 points, 80-50. 4:09 left here in the fourth period. Asiabasket 2025 International Invitational. Hamora to Albuena, who loses the handle, but a foul is called, and it looks like this basketball is going to go to Lakas, California.
Offensive foul, number 10, Zane Albuena.
Foul is called on Albuena.
JC Bonsalina.
Bonzalida checking back into this game for the first time in the second half. Played 4.5 minutes in the first half. Actually led his team in plus minus, ironically, in that first 2 quarters. Anyanu looking for a teammate inside. The short jumper is good for Luca Espinoso. Viloses, no good. Lianes with the basketball, gets it to his teammate. The pull-up 3 is no good for Espinoso. Lead stays at 28. 3-pointer from the corner is no good. That was Albuena who missed the shot. However, San Beda retains possession. That has been one area of this game where they have done very well. The second chance scoring opportunities. Bonzalida, another offensive rebound, but the ball hits the baseline. So Lakas, California will have the basket.
Diego Planes and Jeremiah Malines coming in for Lakas, California.
So San Beda moments away from securing their first win of the Asiabasket Invitational. Lakas, California looking to end this period strong. Not exactly the greatest of halves for them. Struggling so far here in the third and fourth quarters. After a rather impressive showing. It wasn't perfect, but they did stay in striking distance with San Beda there in the second period. Red Lions, however, starting the third quarter on an 8-0 blitz and did not look back from there. Turnover by the Red Lions. 2:38 left in this basketball game. We want to thank everyone who has been tuning in to the Asiabasket stream. This is the first day of the International Invitational. You can watch the games live at the Playtime FilOil Center in San Juan City. And this is also a good opportunity for the young guys of San Beda to earn more playing time from their coaching staff. Let's see what they're capable of. Ashen Andrews putting on the moves, takes the pull-up, however, does not get rim. Still in that zone defense is Lakas, California. Bonzalida, oh, blows another layup inside. Gets it back, puts it up, no good again. Good effort by Bonzalida, the former Adamson baby Falcon, however, no result. Pull-up three is denied by Halbuena. Inside, the easy two is good to go from Maynard Songkuya. San Beda's lead back up to 30, the largest of the basketball game. Good drive. Oh, good move. However, not the good finish from Lianes. And not a good foul right after, because that puts San Beda at the free throw start.
Fourth foul on Miguel Llanes.
Fourth foul on Lianes. Lakas, California in the penalty already, as we see Serrano about to check in for the final minute
John
and 15
Serrano
seconds of this game.
for Lakas, California.
Checking in for Reyes, who had an impressive
Two
stint
free throws
in the
for
second
Anthony
period,
Vailos.
but was quiet here in the second half. Vilosas misses the first charity. San Beda not exactly accurate from the free throw line in this game. However, they have not needed to be accurate because they have dominated in other areas of the basketball game. The second free throw also no good. Andrew Skies for the rebound. He scored 2 baskets already here in the fourth quarter. Again, if you're just joining us now, Andrews arrived to this game late and has only played in the fourth period. A foul on San Beda will send Prades to the free throw line. A minute left in this game. The Asiabasket 2025 International Invitational.
First, 2 on the Red Lions.
Second team foul in the
Two
fourth
free throws,
period
Jacob
for the San
Prades.
Beda Red Lions. Prades goes to the free throw stripe. Has been quiet also since the first half. Scored only 2 points though in the first half and has not taken a lot of shots in this game, but makes that free throw. And is kind enough to make sure the ball bounces down. Lead is at 29, 82 to 53 for San Beda. Second free throw is good as well.
Zach Valenzuela. Coming in for Sean Andrews.
So 57 seconds left here in this game. San Beda moments away from securing their first win of the Asiabasket International Invitational as Albuena airballs a 3-point shot attempt. Coming up after this contest, an exciting bout between the Letran Knights and the UST Growling Tigers. UST expected to have big man Colin Sacoe in the lineup for this tournament. Let's see if he will make his Growling Tigers debut later. That should be exciting for college basketball fans in the Philippines. The pass is deflected and it looks like San Beda might just run out the clock. It has been a dominant second half for the Red Lions, turning what was a 7-point lead into what looks like will be a 28-point margin of victory. Vilosas cannot add to that lead. And for the last possession of the game, let's see what Lakas, California will do. The 3-point attempt is no good. And that will wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. The final score of the basketball game, San Beda wins 82 to 54.
The end of the ball game, our final score, 54 for Lakas, California in 82 for the win by your Sun Beda Red Lions.
So San Beda was ahead only by 7 entering the halftime break. The news of an 8-0 run to start the third period led by Sahonia and Puno to take control of the basketball game. Coming up next, the Letran Knights will take on the UST Growling Tigers. So San Beda, like their NCAA counterparts, College of St. Benilde, start this tournament with a 1-0 record. They will be back in action tomorrow.
We're calling the attention of the owner of a black Land Cruiser with plate NHS 4804. Again, calling the attention of the owner of a black Land Cruiser.
22 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Yukin and Rada, those are your numbers. Congratulations to you and the San Beda Red Lions. You are our hoop junkie and Sundry Food Hall best player of the game. Like I told you earlier, in your recent preseason, you are one of the top 3-point shooters. Today, it was 4 out of 6 from beyond the arc. Is itong 3-point shooting mo, Yuki, is this something you've been working on extra behind the scenes?
Yes, of course. I've always been consistent with my extra shooting. I always come in early. I'm always the first one in the gym. I always come in at 5 a.m. in the morning, shoot 100 shots. And even after trainings, I do my 3-point shooting. So, it pays off when you do all these extra little things. And ayun, nakita naman natin yung resulta. I've been consistent with my 3-point shooting.
Yukin, the commitment is present for today and the past few games. But another one who's present today is Brian Sahonia after missing a few games. This is your fellow veteran. I'm sure you are delighted to have him back on the court.
Yes, of course. Excited nga ako na nakabalik na si Brian. I've been waiting for Brian for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks na I think. And Brian is a big addition to us, especially ngayon nakabalik na siya sa Asiabasket. And nakita naman natin yung presence niya being a leader on the court and off the court also. So really big help for us na si Brian nakabalik na sa amin.
Yukin, best player deserves those greetings for their family members, so this is your chance.
First of all, I want to thank God for the win today, and binabati ko yung family ko sa QC, binabati ko yung manonood sa akin ngayon here, binabati ko yung girlfriend ko sa Pasig, and then yung family din niya, and then family ko sa Bulacan.
Thank you, Yuki, and good luck to your future games in the coming days. Back to you, Nabs.
Thank you so much, Flo, and of course, congratulations to Yuki Andrada and San Beda for the win. Looking at the schedule for today's action, earlier Adamson versus United Prep Canada, Formosa Tiger Kings against Benilde Blazers. Right now, we just saw San Beda with the victory over Lakas, California, and coming up, the UST Growling Tigers against the Letran Knights in what should be an exciting main event as we take a look at some of the highlights from today's game. Andrada started off on fire, scoring his team's first 14 points to get them in the action. Lakas, California trailed by 16 and then cut into the lead, trimming it down to 7 before San Beda started the third quarter on fire and ran away with the basketball game. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back for our final game of this day. The Asiabasket International Invitational is back, and the basketball action is going to be intense.